shout out to everybody here on the live. We'll be here in 9 minutes and 18 seconds, ready to blast your socks off. Can you handle the intensity? Are you motivated? Are you ready to blast off with the Crypto Lifer? I hope you are. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your T25 in. I hope you got your adrenaline pumping. We're ready to blast off into space, everybody. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're here with the Crypto Lifer. You are the lifers, and we're going to start our beautiful day here as we look at the markets. Banging on them, not too shabby. ADA back below $1.94. Not too happy about that. Algo 71 cents. Atom at 23. Also getting slaughtered. Just absolutely bounce or even down a bit there. Let me bring that music down. It's a little too loud, even for me. Even for me, which is never the case. Bring it up for you guys a little bit there. Keep it going. How's that mix for you? How's that mix for you? My man. Shout out to Rainer Hasbrook. Shout out to everybody here. You know it's a slow day when only 100 people are here. A lot of people have Easter break off. A lot of people take the whole week off, hang out with their kids. This bottle's green too as well. This is insane. These are the coolest things ever though, right? Sub. Mountain Valley Spring Water, baby. Mountain Valley Spring, baby. Keeping it moving. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Love you all. It's not about the people. It's about who wants to get paid. Whoever's here wants to get paid tonight. Whoever here is going to get it in no matter what. Shout out to each and every one of you. I love you all. I love you all. Getting no drop frames right now. I lowered the kilobits per second. I was on point. I figured out what to do. I'm nailing it as the video engineer. I hope everything goes well. Second I say that, right, it bounces on us. Let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. And, you know, we have a big deal here. Why? Because there's a huge level here to watch. And we gotta mine it. We gotta watch it. I want to bring it down for me, but up for you, if that makes sense. We in the building, baby. Shout out to Brick Dorsey. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to all the lovers of life, man. Appreciate each and every one of you. Wait, that's not your desk behind you. It is my desk at home. It is. But it's the desk that I look at when I'm home. Wait, that's not the desk behind you. Look good, sounds good, feels good. Shout out to Rady Abraham, my man. Abraham, man, the special name of the Bible. So look, my name is Samuel. I also have a biblical name. Bounce, 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 and a bounce here. However, you can see this is clearly breaking the trend. Right here. See that? They're breaking the trend right now. That candle is going to close at 9 minutes. And, no, in 9 hours. Sorry, 9 hours and 40. If this daily candle closes beneath this trend, it's not going to be a good look. All right? You see some other traders, you know, they're looking at that very substantially. Not a good look at all. We broke out of this flag. We made the M pattern. Did not play out as intended, right? So, if you're in my trading group, we've been shorting the market ever since the daily got high here. Just continuously watching the market with little bitty shorts, little bitty shorts. Every time we can't break a resistance, we open up another short. Now, I don't continuously short. I short each day as the market, you know, shows. Like last night, highly likely it was a short on the table. We nailed it. Thanks for everyone who jumped into the weekly candle close last night. Rise and Shine, Volt, Inu, Patrick Smythe. You still on Volt, man? Volt will collapse if Bitcoin goes all the way down here. I'm telling you right now. You're more poised to watch Bitcoin than anything else. If that daily candle closes above 40K, it'll look good. It could, yeah. I mean, yeah. Right now, this is a possible double bottom forming, though. See this? Possible double bottom for Bitcoin. And how many times do we go over this? If you're on my weekly screen share, I talked about the rising wedge that breaks to the double bottom, and Bitcoin will break to the upside. So, substantial idea here. I'm going to delete everything. I just want to look at this clean. This is the FTX chart on the US dollar. And we're just, you know, to me, this has to hold. We just got a bit of a bump here, 39,000. Also, this is a very strong level of support and resistance. The fives, the 39.5, the 40,005. We've been hitting these 500 areas, right? Look, there's 44,581, you know, the 500 again. So, like, this is our playground for the next few days. And honestly, I like what Crypto Love's been saying. He's like, basically, you got a low at 44K. You got a high at 53. Bitcoin's basically in chop right now. Look, this is the chop it's been in. It came up, came back down into the chop. It was down here. It boosted. Came down, bounced. It is still holding a higher low on the daily time frame. You cannot hate on that. It's still holding a 1, 2, 3, 4th higher low in a row. And the daily's very oversold. It's been hanging down here for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a week and a half almost. Insanity. I'll be buying a new car with Volt soon. Crypto Cash, my man. Hey, lifer, been a long time. My job and other occupations is keeping me from live shows. But I take a sneak peek when I finish in the evening. Go, lifer. Shout out to Greg Zorgo. Shout out to Zeg Zagork. Gregor Zagork. My man, Gregor Zagork. Love you, brother. Gregor Zagork, man. I got you, brother. Rodney Robinson, hit that like button, people. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. I feel like I'm in Florida, Rodney, like I'm about to go see you, because whenever I'm staying at an Airbnb, it reminds me of when we were kicking it, hanging out. So this is a rising wedge, highly likely to break to the upside. I have told everybody that I have opened a long here, and I've been long Bitcoin like this, and I'm going for the gusto. Hopefully all the way, literally, I push this to the measured move, even though the measured move's around here, but I push it to the resistance. Usually if the measured move and the resistance are pretty close, you'll get bumped up to the resistance because the liquidity is waiting there to sell, so you'll get a bit of a move there to the upside, right? Again, my stop loss is chintzy, 5.6%, not a lot to gain 35. That's a 7-to-1 or 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I like what I'm seeing for this, and that's why I'm playing it, okay? They tried to wick us down last night to 38,500. However, people jumped into that wick, but big pressure on the wick buying area, right? Pay the like tax. Let's dive into these charts. Shout out to Stack McChange. What's going on? Let's all take a moment and use every single link that the Lifer has for us underneath the video right now. Thank you so much. There's so many referral links that could help you in your way, in your quest. The Coinbase link. If you spend $100 in Bitcoin or $100 in any coin, you get $10 of Bitcoin free. And so do I. So we both get $10 of Bitcoin. What a great idea, right? So if you want free money, use the links below. They will help you. Also, I have discounts to the referrals. Basically, my 3 commas link will have a discount to the referral. All that type of stuff. So jump on in. Can't wait to see each and every one of you there. All right. 3 commas is amazing. KuCoin is amazing. All these gems really, really help out the channel, and they'll help you too. Okay. Also, my Bookmap link. Let's talk about Bookmap. You know, the beautiful people at Bookmap. Actually, I got a Bookmap on this computer, but the beautiful people over at Bookmap, you know, use the links in the description below. You get discounts to Bookmap that you can't get anywhere else. So I just want to put that out there. All right. I want to put that out there. Noise. Much love, lifers. I'm up huge with Vault, taking profits and laughing. Remember Vault Inu? We went over Vault so long ago when it first came out. First came out. We nailed Vault Inu. You know why? I liked it. I don't know if it was Patrick, whoever gave it on the channel, whoever first brought it up. I liked it. I was smitten by it right off the bat. You know, the chart actually looked really nice too. It was one of the few Inus that we actually cared about. Let's take a look at Volt Inu here on Dex Screener. I'm going to copy the contract address there. Volt Inu 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago. That's a lot of buys too. That's good to see that you're seeing a lot of action there on Volt Inu. And you go to Dex Screener, that's where you're going to really find the coins on the chains. Like coins that only have chain, you know, decentralized coins you can't find anywhere else. You got to understand the ecosystem. You have to understand how this works. You can buy coins before everybody else, super cheap on PancakeSwap, and then watch them blow up on Binance, blow up on Gate.io, blow up on all these other on all these other exchanges. So it looked like Volt took a beat down right there on PancakeSwap on the liquidity. What happened there? That thing's all the way at the bottom of the bottoms, huh? Did it get rug pulled, bro? Yikes. Look at the BNB pair. Not a lot of liquidity anywhere else, really. No, we like GMT. Yeah, that's... I mean, look at that. Volt Inu just took a dump, dude. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, that thing's in the dumps, man. That got rug pulled, right? Yikes. Look at that. That's a rug pull right there. You take all this time to go up, all this time to go up, and then bang to the downside. Man. What made you bring up Volt Inu, man? Crypto Cash, no. Didn't you just say you were going to buy migration? They did a migration? I don't know what happened to it. You tell me. What kind of car is it? Is it a hoopty? I'm just joking around. Ouch. XMR is the only major market cap coin that is pumping right now. Well, it's a privacy coin. People want their privacy. I think he bought the dip. Yeah, I don't know. 54% gains already. I don't know what happened to this thing. Look at the market cap. It's tiny. Migration to the south. Yeah, migration to Siberia. Yikes. Let's move on, man. I need to head back to Florida anytime, man. So Bitcoin needs to hold this level. Really, like 39,500 for me is the line in the sand. I feel like it's still in there. A lot of people that caught short, you know, I watched Thomas KRALOW, right? If you watch Thomas KRALOW, like, he's a good guy. I like him, but he made a big mistake today. Let's talk about his channel here. No, because, and I'm not trying to call him out. I just want to point something out right now. So he made a video that he was shorting, right? He made a video that he was going to short real quick, right off the bat, right? Now, I'm going to try to just take a screenshot here. And I'm not trying to point him out as a, I'm just trying to point out, like, he made a in my opinion, he made what could end up being a very grave mistake. And I'll talk about it, a mistake that I used to make that I don't make anymore, right? So what I want to talk about is this, like, so he watched this idea, and he was the same with me with the idea that we were going to break this trend, right? But he decided right when he saw this to open a short and immediately short the line. See, I don't do that. I don't short the immediate break of the line, all right? He was in profit. I have to give it to him. So he didn't make a mistake. So he opened up a short and he was in profit, you know. However, if he didn't take his profit immediately, he might be back to break even. Look, that wick just went right back. So he shot the short. I hope he got out immediately. Now, the point is, actually, you know what? So he's not wrong. He's not wrong. But what I want to show you is I don't jump into the short when it happens immediately. I wait for it to come, try to get back into the position, and then do the bearish retest. That's going to be the sweet spot. All right? That's going to be where we're going to want to get in. And when the 1 hour decides to roll on us, so to me, the short's getting ready to open up right now. The bearish retest is beginning. If we can't break back above here, we're going to make a nasty dump to the downside. So get ready, everybody. Get ready. If we can't get back above there, we're going to make a nasty dump to the downside. Spent the weekend on the beach at Fort DeSoto. So nice. Did you camp out there? Or did you go there twice? XMR 50% on the last 30 minutes. Anyone know why? It's a privacy coin. Volt did a migration, has a new contract address. It's actually up now. Where do we find that new contract address? How do you know about the migration? I was about to say, I liked Voltinu as a project. I really did. Kind of sad that it, like, you know. Here, we'll take this address now. You're telling me this is a migration, so the new address should be the one right here. Nice website. You gotta like the feeling you get right when you go to Voltinu. I mean, pretty intense. Let's take a look at this wrap BNB here. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Banging on them from the migration. It's up huge. 42% and moving. Voltinu. You know what? I love this project, man. I do. I really do. But the market cap, that's just... They're going to readjust something. Something's wrong with that. They'll readjust. Max supply is a little too big, though. I remember when we first came out with this project, it banged on them, though. However, I don't like to trade these two coins too long. I get in and get out of microcap gems. And right now, I don't trade microcap gems when the market's like this. It's just not a good look. It's really not. No dropped frames today. We were getting dropped frames yesterday. Not sure what was going on. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one. I like the setup today. The setup is going well. One thing I also did is I beefed up the computer. It has these new Asus, they're Republic of Gaming laptops. They're unbelievable. Get yourself a new Asus Republic of Gaming laptop. Unbelievable. You'll absolutely love it. I'm telling you. They are beasts of machines. They have great fans in them. They don't get too hot. Like I'm touching it right now. It's not overheating. All the other laptops I ever had could not handle what I'm doing without getting so hot. So shout out to Asus for making some real equipment for real streamers, real people who push their equipment to the limit, man. This computer is amazing. I'm absolutely so in love with it right now. The only issue is Brave doesn't want to play while I'm using Streamlabs OBS. I have no idea why, but I can get videos to play in Edge, Microsoft Edge, so hey, you tell me, you know. I have an ROG laptop. It's awesome. Legend Emperor, man, it is so awesome, dude. I love my ROG. I love my ROG. Lenovo Legend 5 Pros are good too. Asus is top tier, baby. Dude, I paid $3 grand for this laptop. And it even has a button where I can do performance, silent, turbo. I put it on turbo today. I have those fans blasting off to the highest rate they can go. And I said, why not? I usually, you know, I had them on silent. Why not blast them up? I brought the kilobits per second down a little bit. Everything's looking pretty nice on the stream. Looks like I'm able to... Only thing is Brave doesn't give me that... Yeah, it doesn't give me that love with the stream action there. Let me hit live. Okay, live is going. Not too bad. 128 likes, 217 people on the live stream. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm looking for a bearish retest if we cannot break back into the pattern. This is also what's called a descending triangle. A descending triangle, if you look at it closely here in the smaller area here. See, just this. You get a flatter bottom, and this rises to the top. I would do it more like this. And there's your descending triangle. I'm just showing you the bigger channel too. That, you know, that's a bigger channel down here. This rising wedge, falling wedge. Sorry. But these descending triangles do break to the downside 68% of the time. If you extend this, makes sense, we actually might end up coming down and touching the bottom of this channel here. And you could almost have to kind of extend it there. Measured move down here would be like 37,500 if Bitcoin cannot get back above into that channel. So bearish retest, we're overbought on the 1 hour. Not a good sign. And extremely ready to fall to the downside on the 15-minute. It's just highly likely we busted the downside. Now, I'd open up a short. So I'm going to open up a short here. Not financial advice here, people. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Okay, please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence for getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right. So we're going to look at the short here for BTC. And it just plummeted down a little bit, but it looks like it could be getting ready for a move. So let's undo everything here. We nailed that short out of the flag there to the upside. Perfect boom up. Bang, bang, bang. We talked about that, right? Now, this is what we're looking at here for the short. Kind of a broadening falling wedge here, but it could still break up. Now, you could even say it's kind of trying to get back in. And this is when Bitcoin decides to dip. This will head back in and it will fly to the upside, right? So this is something I'm looking at very closely here for a move. All right? Bit of a bullish rectangle flag here for a blast. Now, nothing's guaranteed. Bitcoin could go the opposite way in a minute. I'm just showing you the higher probabilities of where we're likely to go. And if you come to the stream every day and you watch the higher probabilities, you can see how accurate we become. Most people come back to the stream because they see the accuracy in the BTC trading. All right, and I don't claim to be the best. I don't claim to be the most amazing. I just produce the results, you know. Sometimes it's not perfect. Sometimes it's a little messy. I'm drawing all over the place. But again, I got my ducks in a row here, right? So let's try to look at any bearish tones here. But, I mean, let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours overbought, which is a beautiful sign, which means the short's probably done. Like, there was your end of your short. So you might get a pump on the 1 hour, but that might make a bearish divergence too. And the short says enough is enough, and that Bitcoin's kind of done. You know, I mean, Bitcoin's going to pump today. So we got to get through the 1 hour. That's what we got to get through. So could be a quick short on the 1 hour to the upside here. But then, you know, I trade the 4 hour and the daily, and they're both getting overbought here on the short. So not a good time to open up like a long-term short. This would be a tiny scalp on the 15-minute or the 1 hour, right? We'll see. We will see. However, if this breaks down too, then that's also going to negate the short. So watching both of these very closely, Bitcoin kind of playing some games. It's indecisive right now. It's indecisive. Now you see the title of the video is Bitcoin a inflation hedge. Now a lot of people right now are saying no, because why is it going down when the market's going down? It's not correlated. It's not doing the same thing. If it was such a hedge, then it would be booming, right? And you know, you wouldn't see these struggles that it's struggling with the dollar. However, let's talk about it. Inflation really starts to show its head in a 2, 3, 4 year period, right? You know, you see it for 1 year, but it's 2, 3, 4 year. Bitcoin has done 3 of those cycles into a 10-year period, right? 2008, as it's approaching its longevity, it's getting older and older. Honestly, Bitcoin's almost 12 years old, 13 years old now, which is pretty insane. Now, the more we think about it and the more we go over these ideas, we suggest the fact that Bitcoin is an inflation hedge. Why? Well, people seem to forget. Look, that's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder that just kind of got negated. Like, and the 7-minute may try to flip to the upside here. Kind of have like something going on here, possibly on the 7-minute. See this? If anyone's going to find the pattern, I'm telling you, it's going to be me. So look, we're touching the 21-day moving average. We're pushing up on the stochastics RSI because I don't wait for no man. I don't wake up and watch any other YouTuber. I know I watch myself, you know. So think about it. Bitcoin was less than a penny. So it's definitely an inflation hedge because it was less than a penny 10 years ago. If you had used it as a deflation hedge back then, you'd be so up on inflation. You'd be up millions of percent on inflation. Millions of percent. So quick adjustment to a flag. Skill. All the time, baby. It's one of those like aluminum cans, you know. So, I mean, I'm watching this 7-minute flag here. This could save the day. Remember, we got to get it back above 39,400. Even this is our resistance now. Look, you can see it. Resistance is at 39,881. That's where we need to get above.
That's where Bitcoin needs to soar. Bitcoin's got to get above that area. It really does. So we take out my call out line here, and we got heavy resistance on the price now, on the call out here. Now showing people this, you should get a template, hit resistance, and bang, look at that. So nice and easy. But there's heavy resistance right there. And then we can even give it a label here with a price note label. 39,000. I like to kind of lock them in together, right? Or you put them like this, yeah. I just like to do everything kind of neat if you can. There's like a way to do it, right? Put them nice. And there's 39,886 is resistance. Bitcoin needs to break back above basically 40K. 40K. All right. If we can't break 40K, expect more downside. Expect more downside. All right. So you look at me like, well, what are you doing? Like, what are you going to do? You just said 100 things. What are you doing, Crypto Lifer? Well, what I'm doing is, and we love GMT, and we talked about it yesterday as a hot coin, didn't we not? I'm, watching this 7-minute and see if it can kind of break out. Now, if it breaks this, there's a bit of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there that wants to dump to the downside. That is a head and shoulder pattern. All right, I just want to make that very clear. I see it. If you can't see it, it's fine, but it's not fine. I mean, you want to be able to see that. That differentiates a good trader or a more advantageous trader, someone who has more options than someone who doesn't. All right, because you're able to see more patterns in them. Why is Phantom so humiliated? Nearly under $1. OMG, man. Oh, that's so sad. Lifer Cypher, when you get back home, need to chat with my dude. Shout out to Crypto Muser, my man. GMT, boom. Bitcoin is in the queue right now. Look at the L. I have no idea what that means, man. I have no idea what that means. DCA and these dips, lifers, take advantage of the opportunities, not financial advice. Send in the super chats for TA plus deep dives. OGN. Let's take a look at our baby GMT. So I'm not opening up a long or a short right now. I'm really not. To me, though, that's definitely a bearish retest. That's a bearish retest. Honestly, if I have to call it, open up a long in the 1 hour when the 15-minute resets to the downside. Actually, no, I'd open up a short right now. We're high on the 50-minute and high on the 1 hour. I'll be opening up a short. It's highly likely we get a dump to the downside. So at this point, I would open up a short. All right? It's really like, it's it. That's what the probability is telling me to do. I only do what the probability tells me to do. So yeah, I would open the short here on this little mini divergence there. Right here. I might short the market right now. Let me take a look at it. However, the only reason why it's only a 1 hour short, it's a small. It's a small short. Yep. Naka just keeps getting banged on too. Naka now down 37. And look, GMT just banged on him. Like, I only started building a small bag of it. I put $500. It made $90. I can't believe that. Nothing crazy, Wow. And then those low Bitcoin buys I bought at like 35,000, they're still in the positive too. Crazy. Everybody, I'm about to show you 3 commas real quick. 3 commas. It's likely we're going to get a break to the upside. However, anything is possible. I'm not feeling it, man. I don't like opening up trades Monday. Monday morning is so sketch. Way easier to trade on Tuesday, Wednesday. I wait for Monday morning to blow over, in my opinion. One of the worst times to trade is Monday morning. Bullish divergence on Bitcoin 1 hour chart. Yeah, I seen it. You got hidden bullish too on the 15. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. It gives you hidden bullish divergence. Tells you that you should pop. If we just trade the way the trade's supposed to be traded, tells you we should get a bit of a move here. But again, it's only on the short for Bitcoin. So look, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll open up a short. Bitcoin 3S here. I'll open up a short for Bitcoin. Not a big short, $2,000 short. All right. $2,000 short there. And we'll take a look at the trade. All right. Not my favorite trade, though, and I usually don't like to trade Mondays. I really don't. I'll trade if the market tells me to trade. I don't trade when I want to trade. I trade when the market tells me to trade. I mean, 10% here, you know, it just... Risking 2.5 to gave 10. All right, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I'm not going to lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'll put my stop loss at about 3%. All right. And I'll put my take profit at that 9%. All right. Then I enter the trade at 94, 98, 95 on the evens. Right. Might even 95. Yeah, I'll go a little lower. 94.77, and I'll change mine to like some weird number like 94.83. All right. $2,000, and we're going to create this trade. I'm going to short the market real quick. It's not a big short, and I don't have a lot of faith in the short. That's why my stop loss is a little cheap there. All right. This is 3 commas, though. Look at that. It opens the trade for you. It places the trade, put your stop loss and your take profit all at once, get you going there. And right now, we're at the exact moment. We're going to watch this, see if we can enter the trade. Sometimes you have to hit open now. I spin it. Takes a while. It doesn't want to bite the trade real quick. I just let it sit. I'm patient on that one. Let it sit. So it's the idea to short the market on the 15 and the 1 hour. That's it. All right. That's it. Let's look at the other. Let's look at the world markets. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Let's see what's happening in the world around us. What's being influenced? How are we being influenced? And what is going on? Look at the Dow. Now, funny, the Dow's in the same flag. Look at this. The Dow's in the same little flag as the short that I have on. Look at that. Weird, huh? The Dow kind of wants to bounce. We've talked about this before. Look at my inverted head and shoulder on the Dow. Look at my cup and handle on the Dow Jones. All right. Remember, the daily is very oversold. Wants to push to the upside here on the Dow Jones Industrial. So, you know, wants to make a move. Ooh, the sunlight. I was about to say, where's that? There's a skylight on my head. Look, that's the sun on my head because we got a skylight right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, I messed up real quick. Took the ticker away. Let me shrink this page. Looking for... Shout out to the ticker underneath so you can see what's happening. You can just check out your favorite coin. You can check out the news. You can see what's going down without having to leave the channel. It's all right there for you. 35, 36K mark for Bitcoin. Then a major uptrend. I love people who think, I don't know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. You know, Moon Boys will get wrecked. Bitcoin scalper. Hit the disc, or Phantom scalper, my man. Y'all are my skylight. Shout out to Gina Bombina. I call you son because you shine like, you funny man. Your halo is shining. Shout out to Felipe, my man. Hit up the Discord at Legend Emperor, my man. 3 commas is game changing. When you start using it, oh man, it's the best. My dude, always giving high quality knowledge to the people. So much respect. Shout out to my man, Crypto Muser. Love you, brother. Love you. I realize, you know, Luna is flying. Let's talk about Luna real quick. That's funny. Luna is flying right now. Interesting. So the Dow showing signs of life here on the 15-minute, showing signs of life on the daily time frame, and looks like it's about to flag out and pump on the 1 hour. Look at that. That's a beautiful flag on the 1 hour. You're resetting. That's literally, I wait for bullish tones like this. It's actually a mini cup and handle. Sammy cup and handle to the upside. I don't have the sound effect today. I'm sorry. I'm traveling, but I could get it organized somehow. Look at this, though. I mean, that's a Sammy cup and handy. There's your measured move for the Dow Jones, 35,231. Can we get there today? It's possible. 1 hour could be flipping for us. 4 hours got momentum to the upside, and the daily's there. Honestly, when everyone was getting bearish, I drew this cup and handle and suggested that the Dow Jones would pump. And that's actually bullish for Bitcoin, so there you go. It shouldn't be, but, you know. We look at the dollar index. We suggested it would break out of this. Went a little sideways, but it definitely did eventually break out. Look at this. Made a tight little channel and busted out. I mean, that's a bull pennant. You could almost call it a symmetrical triangle. It looks more like a bull pennant to me. And the bull pennant would break up to the upside. Measured move is right up there. However, we're getting overbought on the 4 hour. Overbought. Ooh, 1 hour wants to push up. See, that's right here. That's showing you that we're about to do a retest here and get a pump, which is kind of leading to my short for Bitcoin. All right. And everybody, I love Bitcoin long term. All right? I just want to make it clear. I don't like to short Bitcoin at all. At all. It's not my thing at all. All right. If I don't have to short it, I don't. I just trade Whatever the market gives me. I'm a long-term believer in Bitcoin. I'm a long-term believer in Bitcoin. All right? Long term. And I got 58% filled. They're slowly filling my bag here. Usually when you're on a good trade, they don't want to fill you. They're like, oh, you know what's going to happen, huh? But look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Bouncing off that resistance. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a push. So it looks like for the half of that, you know, Monday morning into the afternoon, it looks like not until Monday night are we going to get some relief for the markets, for the altcoin and the Bitcoin market, you know. Breaking through 1.8, back to 179. And I talked about I did not want to see us break $1.8 trillion. We must hold this level. We talked about it yesterday and last night. This is total, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. It's extremely important we hold above $1.8 trillion. We did not. 1.79, and now we're doing that bearish retest, and we could end up dropping back down to $1.65 trillion. I'd like to see this be short-lived. Ephemeral is the word, and get a bounce up. But look, this is an M pattern. The measure move of the M is somewhere down back into this choppy region, into the 1.67 area. So it looks like we're going to get a little bit of more of a dump here, in my humble opinion, for the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Thank you for the $2 super chat from Sean Black. We'll take a look at XMR for you in a split second. Shout out to Sean Black with the $2 super chat. So here's your cup. Here's your handle for total 3. This is the total market cap of all of the alts. And honestly, they're struggling, but they're trying to fight this 695 area, not break below 695 trillion. Look, resistance, 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 resistance. This is our line in the sand. We break through this, we head right back down to $637 billion. I don't want to see that. 695 is hanging by a thread here. I'm new to all this. What does shorting mean? Shorting's when we make money when the market goes down. All right? You buy a stock you don't have for money, hoping that it will go up so you can sell it for a higher price, if that makes any sense. But conceptually, just think you're going to short it just like you long it. We're going to buy here and sell up here. All right? When Bitcoin dumps, this is going to go up the opposite way. It's called Bitcoin 3S, BTC 3S. Basically it's a pegged asset that's pegged against Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin pumps, this asset does not. You see what I'm saying? When Bitcoin dumps, this asset pumps. All right? So you can trade, you can make money no matter what. That's why in this channel, it doesn't matter whether the market goes up or down. We make money. Yeah, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. He just said what I figured out. Chris Pacino. Hey, man. Love learning. Have you Me6 link for beginners course? PayPal not processing. Do you have a Me6 link? PayPal not processing. You could also pay in cryptocurrency. We did cancel the beginners course tomorrow because I'm with my family, and everyone's like, yo, you're going to be with your group, at least take some time with your family while you're renting a mansion and hanging out with your family. Like, they begged me to take some time off of work, and I said, all right. So I did cancel the beginners course tomorrow, but it pained me. Such a beginner group, like, you know, it's a brand new business just getting started. Every little bit of revenue helps. So, you know, much love, lifer. Mind taking a look at Luna 3S. Someone said Luna was banging on them. Let's take a look at Luna and Luna 3S. Shout out to Luis Alvarez, my man. My man. Luna is pumping up there nicely. However, look, it's about to get rejected by this resistance point, and you got to be able to look left and see your support and resistance lines. And look, this is just chop. I mean, like, you had a bunch of chop in this area. You bounced here. You got resistance. You kind of bounced. You fell through, trying to get back above this. Luna has to break back above this. If it doesn't, it's looking very ugly. All right? Let's look at Luna 3S. I mean, if Bitcoin 3S goes up, then Luna 3S is going to go up even more. All right? So look what it did. It was looking beautiful. Possible retest to the upside. It went up nicely last time we played it. Look, up 16.66% for Luna 3S. I think we talked about it last night, right? Fell out the bottom of the pattern, though. I mean, that's a fallout for sure. These are symmetrical patterns. These are... And it's a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So it broke up, broke back down. Very, very shady trade right there, you know? A lot of indecision. A lot of indecision. Like, let me try to, like, build something here. This is all support and resistance now. I mean, you need to hold that level, and you need to break back into this trend. My humble opinion, you need to break back into the trend. Like, or do a bearish retest to the downside. Thanks for being here every day. Algo, my man. Shout out to the 333. Joe Carpenter, you're the man, dude. Let's take a look at Algo, USDT. And it's hard when I'm here on these days like after Christmas, after Easter, and I know most of the world is like just kind of tuned out, doing their own thing. But again, I mean, I made a commitment to myself to be here every single day and not miss a day. And so that's what I do, you know. Already woke up and did 2 Bitcoin updates worth 10 minutes to my trading group. We've been grinding already. Like, I don't just start the show here. I've been grinding since 6, 7 a.m. going through the markets, right? So look at Algo maybe making a bounce. Look, previous resistance, it's at that same level. Giant double bottom for Algo. I love Algo as a beautiful project. I mean, this daily is very oversold. When will we get some relief from the daily? I felt like we should have gotten it earlier. Trying to flip to the upside here for Algo, right? Algo. I believe Algo is something to be, like, it's connected to the reset. The reset somehow to the elites, right? So anything could happen. I respect that, Lifer. Thank you, bro. I love using Algo to transfer funds between Coinbase and KuCoin. Nice and fast, right? Algo, baby. And it's been like a stable coin around 70 cents recently. Hit that like for the Lifers. Comments. My man never stops working for us. Shout out to Crypto Muser, my man. Thank you. Shout out to all my moderators in the house. East Jordan, Crypto Muser, Scotty Swing in the game. Wow. Gina Bobina. Love you, Gina. Thank you, each and every one of you coming on in. Love learning, always holding me down. Crypto Muser, always in the house. Anko, Cootie Booty, woot, woot, woot. My man. Holding Luna is like being in a dicey relationship. It's all about the swing trade, baby. Honestly, I have to be honest with everybody. I am a holder and I like to hold, but the last 3-4 months, it's been a swing trader's paradise. Holding coins has been painful. Swing trading coins has been nice and easy. Swing trading has been nice and easy. Very interesting content. Shout out to Fireproof's Art, my man. Thank you for jumping on in, bro. We go through all the different markets every single day here. Bitcoin, the Dow Jones. We go over gold. Talk about gold, 1986 a coin. I talked about this. I got gold breaking out. Look at gold's in a beautiful flag now, and it's about to boom up on the 3-day chart. Easy trade if you want to trade an ETF for gold. Gold's highly likely to boom to the upside. Look at this. I like the 3-day. I got to know it. I've nuzzled up to it. The 3-day suggests gold will go to $2,152 an ounce by sometimes in late May into June. So, and we got gold pegged here. Look at, we got gold in a giant cup and handle since 2011. That's 2011, October 14th. Look at this. The measured move for gold out of this cup and handle is $3,500 an ounce somewhere by October 2024. Maybe even earlier. But we got gold, baby. We got gold. And I own gold, started buying gold before I started buying Bitcoin. I was a gold bug. The bug, if you become a gold bug and then you realize the differences between gold and Bitcoin, you eventually become a Bitcoin bug. It's very simple. It happens on its own because the two assets are just so correlated and they have so similar properties. So if you're looking, it's like if you're looking for a raft and then you look for a blow-up canoe or a raft, I mean, they're not the same thing, but they'll both get you in the water. They'll both keep you safe, and they'll both keep you inflated, get it? A raft inflated from inflation. Funny, huh? But, you know, pump up that air and stay away from inflation, you know. You don't want to drown it in inflation. So crypto total market cap on the 3-day chart here, when I look at it, I mean, the 3 days trying to bend here and trying to suggest that we're in a higher low situation. Okay? In a higher low situation. So, also played a game with that trend there. Like, we could be playing with this diagonal trend. Look, rejection, we got above it. Can we bounce off it? You'd be surprised how many Fibonacci, diagonal Fibonacci levels there are that you can't even see. Beginner's course, April 26, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Last Saturday of every month, 9 a.m. TA. And learn the language of the patterns, 2 hours that are life-changing. Email Crypto Lifers. I inflated something last night. XRP, Algo, XLM, XDC, IOTA, and Quant. ISO 220 coins will be the plumbing of the world's financial payments infrastructure. Exactly. XRP, Algo, Stellar Lumens, and Quant. I thought QSP is, no, yeah. Quant's definitely in there. IOTA, yeah, they're going to try to, and Hedera might even slide its way in there. Gold is still my number one, but crypto number two. Holding now. Interesting. Thanks, love learning. I definitely hold way more Bitcoin than gold. And I should have sold all my gold for Bitcoin. Would have been a good look. I didn't, though. It's cool. My short finally opened. I'm down $5 just to be really honest with it. I put $2,000 into the short. We'll see where it goes. We'll be watching it closely. All right. Funny trading when I'm in an Airbnb. It's always funny when I'm trading away from the house. You know what I'm saying? Away from the home trading. All right. I've been at Martha's Vineyard a couple of years ago. I loved it. Great place, man. Thank you for saying that. Zing. Gold is still. All right. Yeah. All right. So this breaks down kind of what's happening in the markets. We look at the tether dominance too, and if tether dominance wants to pump, it's not a good look. And we actually talked about this the last few days. Remember, we were like, oh, tether dominance wants to pump on the 4 hour. Remember that? We were low on the 4 hour, and I was like, ooh, that doesn't spell well for Bitcoin. I said, there's your measured move. However, we got rejected here, which is actually, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. We could have seen a 35K Bitcoin, but, you know, we're trying to roll over here on the 4 hour. The daily too is overbought, and we didn't even get to resistance yet. I would like to see this just never get there and roll over, right? And roll over. This is also an ascending triangle. Could almost call it a rising wedge in a way. See, it's, you know, but it's a, the measured move is down here. Highly likely this thing dumps to the downside. We also looked at it on the weekly. The weekly dumped, and oh no, look at that. Look at the weekly Stokes. They've pointed back up, but they're trying to like flatline here. Nah, they got some momentum. The only thing is I'm worried about that Bitcoin on the weekly too as well. On the weekly. I say 35, 30K is where I would like to start loading up again if we get there. Let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. That's also going to give us a bit of a warm feeling inside. You know, I get warm and toasty when that Fear and Greed Index gets nice and low, baby. I get warm and toasty. Because, you know, I realized the other day I had really changed my mindset. You know when you've changed your mindset, you know, and I'll tell you why. Because what will happen is I started getting sad when this got too high. Because I learned my goal in life was to get as much Bitcoin as possible, right? That not my goal. Well, one of my goals, right? Or my goal to becoming financially free and independent. So my goal is to become financially free and independent, own farms, and own whatever mansion I want, looking over the water. Just, if he can have it, why can't I have it? You know? I watched a Mike Tyson documentary. It's a nice little 15-minute documentary about Mike Tyson's life. You know, someone edited it with a bunch of what he's saying, and it's really amazing. I love Mike Tyson. He's one of the 5 figureheads in my life that I have aspired, you know, not his insane drug use and what he went through, but how he came out of it and how he realized that you have to find out who you are internally to be who you need to be. It's all about this internal struggle to be who you need to be, and he really found himself. You know what I'm saying? God is still my number 1, but crypto number 2, holding now. I love how you said that. God is my number 1 holding. Lifer, you got to go to the Backdoor Donuts in Martha's Vineyard and get yourself a bear claw. Oh, I love those. Are they going to be open, though? I don't know if they're open. I think they are only open in season. I grew up in Martha's Vineyard. Those things are deadly. One time, me and Crypto Muser, when we were younger, and I don't suggest drinking alcohol, but we were young, you know, we went out. We were like in our, it was like, I don't know, 14 years ago. Remember this, dude? Do you remember this, Crypto? Muser, we're out, we went out, you know, we had a few, you know, we were hanging out, and we were walking back to his car, and someone had gone to Backdoor Donuts, had put a whole bag on a car, and just left it there. And I looked at him, and I was like, dude, like, I'm eating these. And he's like, dude, I'm in. And, like, we just sat. Remember that, dude? We found a whole bag of Backdoor Donuts on, like, the hood of a car. It didn't look like they had fallen on the ground. It looked like someone had, like, put them there. And maybe, like, I don't know what happened. And maybe, who knows. But, man, we went in on those, bro. Yeah, it was on the hood of your car. Yeah, it was on the hood of your car. That's what it was. It was on your hood car, yo. It was so funny, bro. We found the donuts on the hood of his car. We went in, man. Someone just gave us Backdoor Donuts. We had a blast, bro. I remember that night. I feel like we went back to your old restaurant and still ate more food too. Like, we were just so. I still remember. That's the last time I had. No, that's not true. Jordy's family went and got a bunch recently. They bought like literally bags of them, and they were like, "We can't even eat it. Just have as many as you can." Like, they literally bought bags of bear claws or whatever. I was like, "This is crazy." Knots in the stomach. I worked out so hardcore today too, and I was like, "Man, I'm really, dude." After 3 months of working out, your body starts to form. Because I'm at this Airbnb and the guy's got mirrors everywhere. I'm working out hardcore. I'm like, wow. Backdoor Donuts hit different in Florida, apparently. Shout out to Scotty Swing, my man. You liking the classes, Benji? Loving it. Truth. Love learning. Hey, hey, hey. I hope the full moon signaled the bottom. A lot of times it does. I'm coming on vacation next time with you. I want to be a tourist for the first time. I know, you're going to be a tourist in the vineyard, man. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be crazy. You have to stay with me. I'm going to be like, dude, you don't have a place to stay, man. You can stay with me, bro. Funny. Sand is looking to pump. We talked about Sand BTC. Remember, we were like, Sand looks like it's going to beat up against Bitcoin. And it was looking lovely. So we've gone over the dollar index. We've gone over the Dow Jones. Dow Jones actually dropping a little bit here. Showing struggling signs. Let's look at the 15-minute. 15-minute wants to pump. Let me get it for you so you can actually see it. You're like, what is those lines he has? I'm watching this flag, actually. I'm bullish on the Dow right now. I believe it's gonna end the day up like 100 points or something. That's my prediction for Bitcoin, or for the Dow Jones. It's gonna end the day up 100 points. All right. I think my short is in profit by $1. I made $1, everybody. I made $1 off $2,000. Whoop-de-doo-doo. Woohoo. You know. But there's Bitcoin at 3. And, I mean, once it breaks this level and starts to drop, look, that's a Bart Simpson to the downside. I mean, that's about to dump. Don't you say? If it doesn't, it's going to stay in this flag. But that Stoke wants to really dump on you. Like, I trade high Stokes. If the Stokes are high, I short. If the Stokes are low, I long. Bitcoin going high. 35,000 to retest. Possibly. Shout out to Chris Pacino, my man in the game. Sand looking to pump. You guys smush that like, right? All day we like to smush. You know that. We smush every second we can. Smushing. So wrong. Why do you do this to me? Why do you bring out the bad man in me? I'm such a good God-fearing man. I went to church yesterday. He talked. No, literally, the priest talked about fornication. Do not live with somebody and have, you know, conjugal relations with them if you're not married. It's a sin. It's a sin. He literally said that in front of everybody on Easter Sunday. He's like talking about different things. He's like, you know, I had a couple together and they wanted to get married, and you know, they said we've been living together for 3 years now. And I looked at them both and I said, you know, that's you're living in sin right now, and you both should go live somewhere else. You know. I thought it was crazy because there's so many little kids. He actually said the word fornication in front of all these little children in a mass. Like, it was, you know, at first I thought it was legit, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, all right, maybe this sermon could have been a little more, you know, flowers and butterflies. You know what I'm saying? He then saw everyone with the, like, I see you with the Easter ears. I see you out there. He's like, let's remember what Easter is really about. I mean, I get it, though. He doesn't want people to fall out of grace, man. I get it. He doesn't want people to fall out of grace. How were the 12 tribes formed? I don't know, man. Let me know. How ridiculous. Brainwashing. Standard kids need to hear it. I love it. See the different people. We have different strokes for different folks. I'd like to speak like this in front of my kids. Do not speak like this in front of my... You're talking to crypto nerds. 90% don't leave the basement. Chaz B, man. He's telling the truth. I know, I'm going to leave it alone, though. I just thought it was funny, man. And I just want to let it know, I don't regularly go to mass, all right? All right? I'm a pantheon. I converted to Islam years ago. I mean, my story is long, man. My story is long. Like, it's my religious... I'm on my own little religious journey. You know what I'm saying? I've read the Quran. I've read the Bible. I've dabbled into Kabbalah. And, you know, I would like to get into... I wouldn't even mind learning Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Easter has been turned into a reproductive celebration. What are rabbits and eggs? So weird, right? Interesting. Never thought about that, but you just made a really interesting point. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 197 likes, 286 viewers on the live, 732 in chat revenue. I love you people with that $7. I can finally get a breakfast sandwich this morning. Thank you so much. Next month, Sam. Next month. No. I already went into the Scientology place. I went in there and I lied to them and said everything, and I figured I found out it was started by L. Ron Hubbard, who was good friends with Jack Whiteside Parson, who was a self-taught rocket propelled, and they got into the occult with Aleister Crowley, and you can get it as deep as you want, but if you don't realize that Scientology is connected to Aleister Crowley and the occult, then you just didn't do your due diligence. Like, you don't know who L. Ron Hubbard is, you didn't know how it began. You do your own research. I'm going to stop talking about it before they end up at my house, because that's what they do. A student of history needs to be also a student of theology. I agree, man, because history is a part of theology. So if you don't know all the religions, you don't know all about history, right? So I'm trying to gain all knowledge. By the time I'm an old man, I read my if you read my not my horoscope, whatever, my sign, life and sign, it says that as an old man, I'll be an extremely knowledgeable person that many people will come to for knowledge. That I'll be always gaining knowledge throughout my life, and that people will come to me in my old age. That's what it told me about my name and birthday, but who knows? But it seems to be the case, 100% know your history. I'm telling everybody, and look, that looks like it's going to break down to the downside. That's a rising wedge that wants to break down here to 1.74 trillion. That's a total market cap, all right? In Hebrew, like Abraham, he looked forward to Christ. Yeah, Ibrahim. And it was with an I, Ibrahim, right? And Elohim, and, there's so many variations of the word. You don't drink, so that's great. No pork also. No. Your chart is bullish, bro. This one here? That chart is not bullish. I'm everything and nothing. Exactly. Mashallah, brother. Inshallah, my friend. Inshallah. Mashallah to all the Muslim people. God bless. Happy Kwanzaa. And, Zygazun to my Jewish brothers and sisters out there. If you have a 3-day weekend and you're off on Friday, what day do you return to work? Is that like a trick question? Saturday, man. No, what's your opinion on DOT? And you see big potential in it? I honestly don't. I think it's a great project, and I thought it really could have done numbers. But I think too many big companies or projects got in and they did the parachains and they locked DOT up. And once DOT got locked up, it became like a coin of the programmers. However, it's like Bitcoin right now. If Bitcoin can hold and DOT can hold 17, but again, DOT has to stay above 17, and then it's going to contest 15. If it breaks 15, you could see DOT at $9 again. I know most people don't want to hear that, and they're long-term holders of DOT, and I own a lot of DOT. I got into DOT at $4, $5, and $6. I put a $2,000 stake in, and I hold my Polkadot, and I'm up, about a 4x right now. Still, I got like 8 or 9 grand. I made 7,000 off of it. I mean, I made a lot of money off a lot of coins, and I still didn't take it yet. I'm still watching them closely for the next big bull run. I'm patiently waiting for the next big run to take some of my gains off the table. In Persian, Abraham is made up of 3 words: Ab, water; Ra, roadway; and Ham, together. That's so beautiful. Interoperability in the ecosystem is going to be huge. I believe it is. And it does connect a lot of coins, but I believe Atom's even a better play. I like Atom better. I got into Atom at the same price, and Atom is actually beating it by percentage gains. But again, anything is possible. A lot of people fall in love to this. Polkadot has like an XRP kind of thing. You say anything about Polkadot, and people all over you. No, Gavin Woods is the greatest, man. He started there. He's the man. I mean, no one wants to have any faults in their projects. Everyone wants to say their project is the greatest. I'm more into Phantom than I am to Polkadot. You know what I'm saying? So again, you're talking to a Phantom guy. You're talking to a guy. Polkadot didn't 10x for me. It didn't 20x for me. It didn't do the numbers I was looking for. I do see it making its way back up to 64, and I told you I do hold a bag of it. All right, I hold Polkadot, and I haven't sold it, and I don't plan on selling it. So yeah, it's just not like one of my biggest holdings, and I don't know. And there's my thoughts on Polkadot. The daily does want to move to the upside. I'd be highly surprised if we don't get a shoulder head and a right shoulder here and a blast to the upside. It looks like a bottom. I'd call a bottom for here. This is actually really, to me, it's a good trade personally, because you either drop here and you forget about the trade, or you get the long right here with little risk. So I like the trade right now because there's less risk involved. So honestly, I'm feeling Polkadot at the price it's at right now. I really am. When I really assess the risk-reward ratio and I see what's going down, I'm feeling it. Right? Oh man, look at the kids all having smoothies. They're all drinking blueberry smoothies on the dock. Man, I love Martha's Vineyard. It's literally just like you're in this island. You're in this safe island where only people that really know how to get here can take the boat to. And then so you're just isolated from the world in a way. You're living in this mini world. If anyone doesn't know what Martha's Vineyard is, it's this little world. Let me show you. Some people say it's one of the most beautiful places on earth. This is where I am right now. I'm staying on Martha's Vineyard. It's this, it's got this interesting shape. See, it's got this interesting shape like a triangle. Here's the South Shore. If you look at it here, this is Boston. You have to drive all the way down. Here's Cape Cod. This is known as the Cape, everybody. You have this big arm hook all the way from like Plymouth. The Cape really starts. Wareham, New Bedford. These are all coastal towns. All these people. And then Falmouth comes down. These islands here are the Nashawn Islands, right? Nashawn, Pasqueak, Nashawina, right? These are owned by the Forbes family. But as a kid, I would get a sailboat. I had a sailboat here in this cove here in what's called Tajmu. This is where Crypto Muser grew up. He grew up right in this area. And actually, I met him because I started sailing at like a, I started sailing at a yacht club around here when I was young. My dad was an iron worker and my mom was a school teacher. But my dad wanted me to have what all the rich bankers had. He said, my son will do whatever, So my dad put me in, in the yacht club. And my dad wanted me to do golf. But, I didn't. I ended up fighting in the streets and, acting like a crazy Irish kid. But, he tried to refine me at a young age. I didn't really listen. I see now what he was trying to do. And now I'm like, I've stayed in the Cape Cod before, and we went down to the docks and hunted for clams. My man, of course you did, Anko Kuti Butsu, man, all the way from Mass, dude. You, she said? Which state do you live, lifer? We got those long clams and have a good memory doing that with my dad. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You got the steamers maybe, too. The one with the little thing sticking out the end. Blue fin. So, beautiful, though. And so I would take a sailboat as a kid at 15 years old, and I would sail across the sound here, and I would stay here overnight and come back home. My parents didn't care. They're like, oh, Sam's out in the ocean. And I was out here all the time. I'm telling you, I found this little island here, the Weepecket, with my buddy, and we would come here and hang out all the time. This was harder to get to. We'd have to go through here. We'd have to navigate through this or get through Kettle Cove. There's a lot of currents here. My first time through here is heavy current going through Coffin Rock. And you could hit Coffin Rock, too. I actually almost ran aground off Coffin Rock. Funny story, too. I ran aground on Weepecket Island. We went around the corner. We were hanging out. We ended up getting stuck there. I think Crypto Muser was with me, too, again. You were with me, bro. Remember when we got stuck on the... I'm pretty sure you were with me. Maybe not. Maybe no, Mac was with me. Mac was with me and his girl. I think you might have been there, Muser, though. I can't remember. But we got stuck here. Some guy off the coast ended up winching us off the beach. So, yeah, my life was kind of... I grew up cavorting through the islands of the southern Massachusetts, man. And honestly, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. My mom was a school teacher. My dad was an iron worker. My dad just found interesting, creative ways to get his family where most people wouldn't be. My dad was insightful. My dad was smart. And my dad paid attention. And he always didn't go where everyone else went. When everyone else went that way, my dad went the other way. And he taught me that. And I think that's why I went into crypto early, because my dad never did what everyone else did. He was kind of a maverick. And I watched my dad my whole life do those things, and just love my dad, man. Sending those super chats and deep dives. I also love those colorful houses. Yeah, the little colorful houses. Yeah, the how am I drawing a blank? The gingerbread houses. The gingerbread houses. Yeah, there's this whole neighborhood, the MV gingerbread. It's kind of cool. It's a whole neighborhood of these gingerbread houses in Martha's Vineyard. It's a whole entire neighborhood. Like, they all look like this. It's pretty nuts. They all look like this. It was a Puritan community that moved in. And now there's like about 500 homes all together, all different colors, yellow, pink, blue. And, you could walk through them with your family. It's quiet, too. It's not touristy. Like, you might be the only few people every time you're doing it. One of my buddies had one of these homes. I used to stay in it and party in it. I was 16, 17. We were wilding out in one of these houses. It's crazy, but these are the gingerbread houses. Martha's Vineyard, a beautiful place. A lot of interesting stuff to see there. Definitely never gets old to me. I've been coming here my whole life since I was a child. Martha's Vineyard, man. Definitely a part of me. That's how me and Muse are connected, and that's how I met him. And he's an island boy, bro. Island boy. You're the only analyst to go to now. I got in on the highs last month. Underwater now with Bitcoin, ETH, and Phantom. Beginner's mistake. You are the only analyst I go to now. My man. Now owns CZ. Owns Forbes. Now CZ owns Forbes. Wow, now CZ owns those islands, man. What are you talking about, life? More chart. I know. Send in the super chats for deep dives, everybody. So Polkadot. And there you go. Open relationship with BNB. That's funny. I've got the same thing here in Ontario, Prince Edward County. Much the same life for me there. That's awesome, man. We got those long clams that have the good memory. Bluefin. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. We got 206 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Yesterday I didn't say anything, and the likes just boomed way past the watchers. I know we can do it, everybody. I know you can respect the lifer and get me all the way up there. Let's get it moving. It is a sign of respect to hit the like button. It is a sign of respect. I don't want to go that far, but it is a sign of respect. So if you respect me, please do the right thing. You know, you can disrespect or you can respect. It's up to you. So look, Luna 3L banged. So Luna 3L was a big gainer today. Funny, YFDI finally gaining huge gains, up 44%. It's like someone decided to pump that. I think that's just kind of pointless, though, right? Meter Governance Token, we keep talking about this coin. I went over it. It banged on them 59% gains from Meter Governance Token. And we went over this the other day. Metal banged on them. Gina Bombina was talking about Metal doing damage as well. Metal. And look, it was in this tiny little flag. There's your measured move, and this thing would just boom to the upside. Metal. Matic, Luna, AVAX, Presearch. I like Presearch. Presearch has been on my radar. However, the whole market is watching Bitcoin, if you cannot tell. But we are watching Presearch very closely. We went over a few coins last night. Same really coins still on my radar. Hive as well. Let's take a look at Hydra. Hydra is another coin stuck on my radar here. Hydra. I just been in Hydra since it was here. Slip. It's been holding this trend line. And the 4 hours back in again. There's no reason for me to leave the trade. I'm holding Hydra till Hydra pays me. But it's becoming like, I've been in it now a long time, like for Hydra. Now I'm up $3 on the trade, $3.81. Let's see how it goes. Sounds like a charmed childhood. Crypto Muser, it was awesome. Shaq was talking about Bitcoin a little bit at the end of the game last night on TNT. Got the commercial with Curry, FTX. That's so awesome, man. I purchased my first Satoshi at 9,000. You're the man, dude. I remember another spot on MV, Fat Ronnie's Burgers. Yo, Fat Ronnie's was banging. Yo, I don't know if it's still there, but I went to Fat Ronnie's with my daughter like 2 or 3 years ago, and oh my gosh, it was the best burger I ever had. Like straight up. I'm with you on that. I am with you. Fat Ronnie's, man. And it was new when I went there. It's only like 5 years old, maybe even less. That spot keeps changing every 4 to 5 years. Hi, Lifer. I joined the Ultimate Lifer package. Will have any limitations? I am from Canada. What else would I need? Will have any limitations? You will not. You will not. All you got to do is make sure you make a Discord name, and and get yourself connected to the Discord. If you have any issues at all, please email cryptolifers@gmail.com. My wife and her team are standing by to help you, and we also have an awesome tech support in the Discord ready to get you going. So anything you need. First thing I would do, though, I would jump into the Discord. First thing I would do, right when you jump into the Discord, the first thing I would do is I would get into the learning library, okay? Right now, here, look at the learning library right here, and I would jump in and I would start watching as many of these videos as you can. Start small, get yourself going, but there's a lot of learning here. How to long and short the market. What is a cup and handle? How to use it? What does it mean? Why I use it so much, right? How to use 3 commas, the best trading softwares, right? Just a lot of stuff at your fingertips. How to set up your charts and indicators here on TradingView to get you going. So jump on in, everybody. I'd greatly appreciate. Use that learning library if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the trading group. The resources are there for you, already implemented and ready to go for you to take control of your trading life. Jump on in today. I'm telling you right now, it's $270 for 3 months. Email CryptoLifers, $270 for 3 months to jump on into the trading group. We'll have you at hello. We hit the short last night for Bitcoin. We nailed it, And we're going to keep you up to date. And we know when to pivot. We know when the market's giving us dirt and when to chill, and when the market's giving us gold and when to go hard. The idea is that's the key of a trader, is when to utilize the market to your advantage and when not to. There's certain times to take advantage of the market, and there's certain times when you're not supposed to be taking advantage of the market. And it all comes with time, and you learn these things if you stick with the group, This channel is wild. Have learned so much from the Lifer Squad. Shout out to Luis Alvarez. Thank you. Hey, man, you're still on your long for Bitcoin, or did you get stopped out? Love the channel. That long's been on for a long time. I opened up a short this morning, though. And you're like, but you're in a long and a short at the same time. Yeah, I'm shorting the small time frame, but I'm long in the daily, but I'm shorting the 1 hour right now. You know, frac shares swelling up. No one to hold them, no one to fold them. Exactly, Wayne. Exactly. Now, enjoy your vacation. We appreciate you taking out the time to help cover the chart TA while you're spending time with your family. Much love and respect. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, brother. Sounds like a charmed childhood. It was a good time. Abraham means first father or great father in Hebrew with the name of God. I try to avoid crabs on legs. This guy. I like seafood that doesn't taste fishy. I know, right? What are you talking about? Life? More charts. I know, right? How dare I actually be a human being for once? I also love those little colorful houses. Yes, I do too. I follow the kinetic way of life and tapped in with my Rastas spiritually. I'm in tune with my aura and the Most High. Shout out to the meditation. Stack, I knew you were from the very beginning. That's why we connected right off the bat, because our vibrations were vibrating nicely. I find the more you know your history, the more people think that you are crazy, because the more history repeats or rhymes. The ones that don't know the history think we are crazy. It's true, man. History shows you exactly what's happening. GMT coming to the downside. We'll take a look at Steppen, GMT, USDT. Is it time to take a little bit of profit out of GMT? Wow, look at that beautiful pump for GMT. And we talked about this. Nailed it. And we could go up 57%, but we nailed another call in the channel here. GMT banging on them. And initial entry even right here. Look at that, 40% gains for GMT. So anyone who took the trade with me or looked at that, they banged on it to the upside. GMT for gains, baby. GMT for gains. And the short's starting to move now, up $7. You can see up $7. Now the short's starting to gain a little bit of momentum. A little more and a little more. GMT. And here's my trade for GMT right here. We'll hit the link here on 415. This is it right here. Why is it so small? Hold on. Oh, there we go. It expands with time. But there it is, GMT at 224. Let's take a look at it now, right? And that was the entry right there at 224 area. Let's see. Yep. Look at this. And then GMT would bang on them and go up 34% gains. That's a before and after, everybody. That's a before and after. And you can see when was it posted. And I send this to my team. My team's all over this. It was posted on 415. I don't get the time for Discord. I got the time on kind of do need the time sometime. I'll start putting the time when I write it in. That way we'll keep it. But posted on 415, and then we hit it for gains on 418. 3 days later, and the market's been dismal. Dismal. We still pull 34% gains in 3 days. Unreal. Like, unbelievable. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped into GMT, but if you're just watching the channel right now, you may be like, dang, I might want to join that trading group. It looks like these guys are finding gains even when the market is horrible. And imagine if we can find gains right now, imagine what we do when the market starts to rip. I mean, you can only imagine. So, just want to point that out there. Just want to point it out there. Jump on into the trading group. You will not be disappointed. If you're in a trading group right now and you're unhappy, or if you're in a signals group right now and you're just like, you see catfighting amongst analysts, my group is all one. Everybody respects me. I create that world of positive energy, respectful nature. Everybody loves it. We push forward at the speed of light. We all work very, very hard together, and it's a community. Can you do ACH, please? Let's take a look at Alchemy Pay. Let's take a look at Alchemy Pay here on Binance. Also, I got it on Coinbase. I'm going to find out where I snatched it up. I did own some Alchemy Pay. Let's take a look what happened. I thought it could be a good payment network. It was interesting when I looked it up. It hasn't been on Coinbase that long. Look, since August, right? But Alchemy Pay, I mean, it's about to make a lower low, honestly, in my home, you know. It's got to hold its own. Look at this. It's about to make a lower low. If it breaks this area here, it's going to make a lower low. It did. I mean, it's the lowest it's ever been right now. Okay, and that's when it first came out. But wow, I mean, Alchemy Pay, like, could it keep going to zero? Anything is possible. This market's gonna have to recover to see Alchemy Pay get up there again. I mean, I own some Alchemy Pay. You know, I thought it was going to be a substantial idea, but again, the daily is extremely overbought. It's only a matter of time. I mean, it's getting tighter and tighter in a wedge. It's highly likely it breaks the upside. However, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. I just have to put that out there. If it does make it back up, you're looking for pretty big gains, 386% back to the upside. I believe it'll happen if I hold it long enough, but there's no guarantees, and it may go to zero. You know what I'm saying? I always have to tell myself that, you know, it may not go the way I wanted it to go. That's the problem with trading. You know, you can't force it. You can't force it. All right? This is Matic 3L, you know, just, you know. And look, there's not a lot of double-digit gainers here in the market today. See, 36, 31. What is this? D Travel, which is interesting. I've never even heard about this travel coin here. Wish we had seen it, because look, on my schedule, you know, I do this. And I would have made a tight pennant. And then if you're low on the stochastics RSI in the 1 hour, are you low on the 4 hour as well? And you were. I mean, the 4 hour was, that's your buy entry here. So I buy low stochastics at the bottom of the pattern. Okay? I front run the rest of the market. I basically get in when no one else is there yet. Like, that's why I'm in Hydra for days now. But when Hydra finally pumps, it'll play out in my flavors, right? So that's what we're looking at, you know? It'll play out in the flavor, so. And don't mind these. See, these are all, and I just want to put them out, not to hide them. But see this down 49, down 22, down 36. These are all dollar cost averages. I'm buying slowly, little by little, all right? Little by little, all right? Gamey got beat. Little by little by little by little by little. All right. So look at this here. 43% gains coming, or that bang, I mean TRVL. Now it's overbought, but again, this is hot. So what I look at it is, I look at it for doing something like this now. It's going to make a bit of a flag, and then it highly likely come back to the 21-day moving average. All right. Travel, TRVL, new coin on the radar. All right. Axie 3S. Look at that. Short and Axie. I'm not a fan of Axie. I think it's kind of a come and go type of coin. Like, you know why? Because the game wasn't that substantial. Like, they made money because it was a play to earn, but the game itself was horrible. So eventually you're going to have 100 other games that are way better. And I really don't see how Axie's going to stay at the forefront of where it's at. So I never was a true fan of Axie for that real reason, you know. So the Gala short, all these coins were getting shorted today. Hive finally pumped. I mean, we talked about it. It made some gains. Look at this. Hive made gains without hitting the stop loss, which is crazy. 18% gains out of Hive. You know, messy, but it still occurred, right? What are your thoughts on OGN, everybody? A lot of people like OGN. I just saw a post there. What are your thoughts on OGN? What are the thoughts on OGN over here? Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, Sol 3S might make a big move too. Earnings season is off to a decent start, with 81% of the S&P companies reporting earnings per share above expectations, according to FactSet. Above 70.5% of the benchmark has reported results so far, and analysts believe first quarter earnings will jump 5.3% for the quarter when all S&P 500 companies finish reporting, according to the FactSet analyst. That's a good sign, man. XXP is support lost, more downside, yeah. I look at the Dow Jones. You could look at S&P, Dow Jones, either. They're both correlated. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know. Yeah, and this could be a fake out bear trap. The reason why I believe it could be a fake out bear trap for Bitcoin is because of how low that daily is. And the 3-day even coming down. Usually you don't get the 3-day love like that. You know what I'm saying? So start looking for the red coins, the coins. See, when you want to look for market, you know, moving the market, you want to look for nasty red. You want to look for the reddest coin you can find, honestly. Like, you know, let's take a look at Opal here, right? Opal beat to the ground, but it was a nice coin. FCL, ABC. Honestly, though, I get an instinct to the market when the market's calling my name. And even this, remember we went over this? We got stopped out of this IOI, and it was a beautiful idea. A lot of the other ones pumped. This one did not. But look, I mean, when Bitcoin dumps, it's going to take you out of your positions. I mean, that broke trend line. And that's actually good to get stopped out for 7%. You don't want to be in these too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you get capital back, ready to go, and now you can sit on the sidelines. Short the market if you have to, or wait it out. You know? I'm going to take a look at Phantom here real quick, too, as well. Phantom on KuCoin. Wow, Phantom at 110, baby. Struggling. Phantom. No, baby, no. What we're hoping for is this tightness here for Phantom. And it's getting very, very close for a move to the upside here, okay? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in on this Easter week. A lot of people are taking the week off, hanging out with family. A lot of Americans are not coming in, tuning into the show. We're going to get a lighter week than normal. I know that. That's holiday week. It's just how it is. 244 likes, 276 people on the live stream, though. Can we get those likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. I got some news coming at you, too, real quick, everybody. MetaMask warns Apple users over iCloud phishing attack. I just want to let you know. The firm warned that if Apple users had enabled automatic iCloud backups to their MetaMask wallet data, their seed phrase is being stored online. They warned if Apple users enabled automatic iCloud backups of their MetaMask wallet data, their seed phrase is being stored online. Consensus owner crypto wallet provider MetaMask has sent out a warning to the community regarding Apple iCloud phishing attacks. The security issue for iPhone, Mac, and iPad users is related to a default device settings, which see users' seed phrase or password encrypted MetaMask vault stored on an iCloud if the user has enabled automatic backups for their application data. If a Twitter thread posted on Monday, MetaMask noted that users run the risk of losing their funds if their Apple password isn't strong enough and an attacker is able to phish their accounting credentials. So, like, basically you're going to back up your account, right? But your seed phrase is now sitting on your cloud, and then your cloud is like Sammy Boammy, right? And it doesn't have a strong iCloud password, then you're in for a beatdown, okay? The warning from MetaMask came in response to reports from an NFT collector who goes by ReviveDot, who stated on Friday that their entire wallet containing $650,000 worth of digital assets and non-fungible tokens was wiped via this specific security issue. I mean, imagine losing $650,000. In a separate thread earlier today, DApp NFT project founder Serpent, who also helped gain the attention of MetaMask via posting sharing their story with their $277,000, gave a rundown of what happened to the victim. The scammer will have access to the victim's iCloud account, giving them free access to everything, including all data MetaMask stores on the iCloud. Always use a cold wallet to store your valuables. Never give out verification codes to anyone. Protect your information. Don't give out your phone number or your personal email. Caller information is easy to spoof. Companies like Apple will never call you. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, but they should tell us. Don't tell to never store our seed phrase digitally and then do it behind our backs. If 90% of the people knew this, I would not be one of them would have had the app or iCloud on. While most of the community response was supportive, others were quick to emphasize the importance of cold storage. But how do you back up your seed phrase to your iCloud? Like, I've never seen that. Like, I've never seen that ability to do that. Like, anyway, everyone, you write your seed phrase down, you never show it to anybody again, and you keep it in a special place. It's that simple, all right? It's that simple. Bitcoin institutional buying could be big narrative against a 30K Bitcoin leaves, as 30K Bitcoin leaves Coinbase. I mean, regardless of Bitcoin price action, institutional players are putting their money where their mouth is this month, right? Bitcoin may be heading under 40K, but fresh data shows that demand from major investors is anything but decreasing. From Ki Young-ju, CEO of on-chain analytics platform CryptoQuant, institution Bitcoin buying might be the big narrative in the crypto space once more. Chi highlighted features from Coinbase Pro, the professional trading offshoot of United States exchange Coinbase, that confirmed the large tranches of Bitcoin continue to leave its books. Those tranches totaled 30,000 Bitcoin in a single day this week, and the event is not an isolated one, with March seeing similar behavior. I'm telling you, once we get low, and we start getting too low on the Bitcoin chart here, I'm going to be buying more and more Bitcoin. I'm going to scan through some of these other Just quick, NFT domains marketplace launches provide bridge to the next generation of internet and Web 3.0. Making Bitcoin legal tender in Mexico will be an uphill battle, said Richard Salinas. And Finance Redefined, MetaMask institutional offering, Polygon to go carbon neutral, and more, right? Just, you know, you can kind of get an idea of what they're saying here. This also NFT domains marketplace launches to provide bridge to next generation of internet and Web 3.0, right? And crypto Twitter reacts as Russian government reviews finalized crypto bill. All right. A lot happening in the space. A lot happening in this space. All right. Okay, so Phantom has to hold this level for move to the upside. I do see Phantom getting back to 371 and all-time highs. But again, it depends on if this market can take a turn back up, right? People seem to love Monero, and they say Monero's been pumping. Well, if Monero pumps, I would be watching R for a pump here. R is also a privacy coin, much smaller market cap, and I think it could substantially move pretty fast. So watch R closely here. Has a beautiful leg to the upside. That could make a nice move. 4 hours getting to the overbought region as well as the daily time frame. Very oversold, I'm sorry. Very oversold right here. And look, we're in this range-bound resistance point coming back to it. And we bounced here too. Look, there was your bounce. So you can see there's a highly likely a bit of a bounce. I would watch R for gains. I would watch R for gains on the daily time frame. There's nothing else you could do. Play that support and resistance. 85%, risk 13 R for possible massive gains on the daily R. All right. And you don't force trades if you're not there. You just take what the market could give you, see what the probabilities are, go through it every day, and if you see something worth watching, then jump on in. Okay? There's ARRRUSDT on KuCoin. All right? On KuCoin. That's a daily chart. That takes more patience, everybody, when you trade the daily. All right, bigger moves, more patience. R. We'll take a look at XMR. Everyone's saying XMR has been banging on them. Let's take a look at it. It's funny. I started drinking. I didn't have any. Well, I can't even. Yeah, talk about. Can't talk about real life, man, because certain things that I do are very controversial, so I can't even bring them up. Isn't that weird? Just Earth got strange. So wow, Monero boomed from 19th of February up 116%. Back to 250. That's where like I'm sitting on a bunch of Monero, and yeah, I bought it years and years and years ago. I honestly can't access it though. I have the wallet, I have the password, everything, but I can't like download the mailer daemon or get access to the entire backend, so I can't seem to get my Monero, which is kind of sad, you know. I have it though. I know where it is. I just can't access it. Bigger moves for bigger gains are, yep. Have patience. So, I mean, to me, though, it already had its run up. Like, everything else still got momentum on the daily, though. Still got momentum on the daily. 4 hour did its thing. Funny Monero, huh? Last thing I would have wanted to trade with the market cap and just no one really discusses it. Yeah, it's going to be your measured move all the way down to there. Bing, bong, pretty much it, right? I mean, that's what happened. So now you need to flag out, look for the retest, right? So I wait for like either the retest or the sideways flag that'll break back up to the upside. This will occur if this comes back down and does an alert. And I put my alert system here. Very simply put, okay? Yeah, we're going to figure something out. Got to figure something out. This is interesting right here for me. This fracture, all right? Someone actually brought it up today. I just kind of tripped over it. I'd watch this closely. The 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern, I like what I'm seeing for that. That usually spells a pump for me. Okay, that's just something that I see. It's a catalyst, right? You got falling volume with falling price, suggests that you're running out of sellers. You got that little pump up too, and you got a lack of sellers here too, and just tightness, very, very tight. Daily's very ready to go on Fracshare, and it's very, very unassuming. I like what I'm seeing here for this. Again, Bitcoin's gonna steal the show, but we could do something like that and say it's bubbling up. It's getting tight in this channel here. Excellent. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, the pool guys are here cleaning the pool. I'm like, what the heck? I see this huge pool out the window. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, it's the pool dudes cleaning the pool. They gotta clean the jacuzzi too. The kids were running in and out of the jacuzzi. It was horrible. Not horrible, man. They're having fun, but you know, like me, I'm like a clean guy. Like they just like they trashed. It was like dirt everywhere. It was like wow, you know. I was like, this ain't a swimming pool. Kids are making it because it wasn't the warmest day in the world. They were loving it. Kids are funny, man. They're never cold. Like it'll be like the coldest day in the world. Be like, aren't you cold? Kids like, nah. I'm like, you're cold. And like, nah, I'm having fun. Like they're so into having fun. They just don't feel the cold. I remember being a kid. I was never cold. Like. I'd never go inside. I'd do whatever, right? So funny, man. So fun to be around children every day, though. Like, it's such a blessing. Like, I'm so happy I had kids. My sister had kids. We just got kids galore all around us now. And, I mean, that's a blessing in life. Like, I'm glad that Allah and God gave me that next, you know. I'm going through the 40 to 60-year-old phase now. I did 0 to 20, right, where you learn how to be a person. Then 20 to 40, where you learn how to, like, become a real man and like have a family and like learn who you are and become someone people can depend on. And then you find out you're made of something, and then you go from 40 to 60 and you raise a family, right? And I'm ready for my next phase in life. It's pretty interesting. So Fracshare is on my radar here. I like what I'm seeing for Fracshare. I actually might jump on into this Fracshare for sure. And look, there's my short. As Bitcoin keeps drilling down. Short's up $19 now. I'm just saying. Not like I'm losing. But you never know. I'm not guaranteeing anything. But it's not like I'm losing. Just to put it out there. You see a lot of YouTubers out here showing you saying that they're going to teach you. Saying that you're going to spend $3,000 on this or whatever. Did they ever show you a trade? Did they ever put their money in a trade? Did they show you anything? I don't know. I don't see it. So I did it because I don't see it. And so I wanted to be different than all these other people. Okay. Shout out to my whole team and everybody here together on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. On this lackluster Monday, Bitcoin's sideways a little bit, or down, bearish, right? We got a short Bitcoin, which is my least favorite thing to do. So my favorite thing to do is live stream with everybody and have a blast. My least favorite thing to do is to short Bitcoin. All right. Honestly, though, I like making money, but money isn't everything to me even. So it's like, I'd rather make money long in Bitcoin than short in Bitcoin, but I can make money any. That's how you know I'm not trading with my emotions. My emotions wouldn't want me to trade short Bitcoin. I just trade with whatever the market tells me to do. The market told me to short it today, I short it. Even though it's not what I emotionally want to do, I don't trade what I emotionally want to do. That's not important. What's important is I see the probabilities for what they are, and I play the statistics the way that I see them, and that's it. There's really no other way to bend it in your favor. You know what I'm saying? You got to just take the market. You got to take what the market gives you. And I like this kind of broader stops below because you can figure out where to put your stop. Not up to me. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm showing you your support and resistance lines. This thing's likely to make a move, And look, you can right click this. Remember when I showed you this? Boom. And then you hit you can make a, oh yeah. So I'm going to hit falling volume, falling price. And I believe it'll shrink the letters to match the word. Look at that. Falling volume, falling price, right? And I can hit save as. And I can write the same thing, right? And hit save. And this is great. And now you have it. Bang. And then now I can label everything the way I want it labeled. It's really nice. And this is the proper way to lead people. This is the proper way to be organized and have it nice and neat, My analyst taught me that. I hired a guy, and then he showed me that. Unbelievable, you know? So I'd watch this closely. The 1 hour and the 4 hour aren't in our favor directly, but again, I believe the stop could hold. I believe this positional strength is strong, and I like what I'm seeing for FKX. Frac shares, all right? Frac shares on the radar. Again, high risk, high reward on a Monday, and anything is possible, all right? On KuCoin. I think I might have posted the link twice there. Not sure why R didn't post here. Let me see. Let me see why R didn't post. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you coming in. We go through altcoins every single day. Not a lot of alt asks today. Not a lot of people asking for coins. Last night was even funner. Come on, everybody. I vibe on that energy. I vibe on the love. I vibe on the movement. Let's get it moving, baby. Let's get it moving. Baby. And there are opportunity in the market every single day. There's always opportunity in the market. Don't get it twisted. All right? Don't get it twisted. Like, look, how is OPCT Bitcoin doing? That was our trade that we really liked. It was holding strong. This is still looking pretty nice to me. Holding against BTC. And if Bitcoin dumps, and this thing has a bit of a move here, 30% gains coming out of OPCT BTC. Okay? Not to be confused with... No, I'm just... A lot of TCs and BTCs and ETCs and OCZs. And there's your OPCT BTC KuCoin, right? What up, ladies? Hope you had a good Easter with the fam. I sure did. Got these LED eggs and did a nighttime Easter egg hunt last night to top it off. It was... Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds a lot of fun. We talked about DOT recently. Yes, we did. I find the more you know history, the more people think you are crazy. Oh, yeah. Let's go way further into the chat here. I don't know why that chat's way back. Oh, I saw some in the new chat. I got 2 chats coming. Who's down with OPC? Yeah, you know me. KRALOW still holding strong, my man. Yeah, man. I lost a lot being greedy in the previous rally. Market is the king. There you go. It's Cincy. It's snowing here. Ugh. In Cincinnati, it's snowing right now? Oh, man. It's crazy. Naka's still struggling. It could. You never know. My phone's listening. I just got a notification from Monero, and I'm not even in it. That's so weird. Pokahala. How do you get that name? My mom calls me that. Pukala. You're funny, man. How'd you get that name? My mom calls me that. What is a super chat? A super chat is when you send money in, right? And you just kind of add to the stream. You support the stream, but then you also ask a question. They're not correlated. It's not like you're paying for what I'm answering. It doesn't work like that. But you're supporting the stream, and then I can go over a chart, or we can have fun. We can just exchange information. Really, that's what it is. Send in super chat for TA and deep dives. Now, my boy, can you check out RSR? Bigger moves, bigger gains. Thrusters enabled, sir. Gina Bombina. Thrusters enabled, sir. Wow, that sounds like a good time. Anyway, yeah. I got that notification too. LED egg hunt at night is genius. Such a smart idea. Monero knows. But thankfully, I used token metrics and picked up some just for fun. My man. Monero, baby. Monero. And again, we have a token metrics room in my Discord, and I'm posting there almost every other day, constantly. So you get access. That's $85 a month. That's why people are like, well, why would I join your trading group? I'm like, well, because you get like so much for $99. Like, yeah. It's probably like the best support. It's like 24/7 support for DeFi, your wallets, anything going on that you need, right? Don't give anyone your seed phrase, but we're there to help you. Don't feel bad. I lost life-changing gains in the last rally too, but now learning how to hit the sell button. I hit the like button here. Man, I love you, bro. All the classes are live. They know. Very interesting. Like Baskin Robbins, my man. Just discovered you on the blockchain show last week. I can tell you're authentic. Rare these days. Keep up the great work. You've gained a subscriber. Eddie C, you're the man, dude. A lot of people say that they can feel my authenticity through the channel, which a lot of people can't do. You know, so I must have a gift there because it's not easy to do that. And every week someone's saying that exact thing. I'm telling you, that's the number one feedback I get out of any feedback in the game is, you know, man, you're a real dude and I appreciate you. And I'm always like, you know, thank you. Like, And I feel the realness from the response, but I'm always like, thank you, you know. Glimmer has been banging on them. And look, it's got an inverted head and shoulder here. You got a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. This thing could start to make some gains. I'd watch Glimmer for a blast to the upside. All right. 1 hour is not in our favor for any coin, really. Remember that. We're overbought on every coin. But the 4 hour wants to move. The daily's in your favor. So Glimmer, getting ready. Only a matter of time. We just got to get through this 1 hour. I'll put an alert down here when this resets. As I said before, I think by 5, 6, 7 o'clock tonight, the rally may begin. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lemon sorbet. I love lemon sorbet. It's how I know it's spring. Granita. Oh my God, I've been craving granita the past week. Ooh, I love lemon sorbet. I like mango sorbet. I need this in my life. I originally came for the TA, but I stayed for the mental motivation. Shout out to Kurt Manning, my man. I show up every single day, positive, ready to go, day in and day out. And there was a time in my life where I had depression in and out. Even when I would be good for 5, 6 days, but then I have 2 or 3 days where I'd just be down. My energy I couldn't do the show like this. I couldn't keep my motivation up. I was unable to do that. Something has changed in my life, and I believe it's God. And I just say, God, can you give it to me tomorrow? Can you give it to me today? And before I go to bed, when I wake up, and I just keep reconnecting. I keep reconnecting to the source, to the one, to the being. And I just keep reusing that energy and that vibe. And I realize that I'm right where I need to be every single day. And I don't need to use the devil, which fills me with fear, fills me with negative energy, and makes me worry and doubt myself. The devil wants to break you down so you don't love yourself, so you can't love others, so you create hatred in the world and you begin to become someone that actually spews more deviltry, whatever that means. So you got to reset every time. We're always under attack. Prayer is important. Every single day, if you can pray to yourself, if you can just whisper a little prayer, something, whenever you can, I'm telling you, it's important. So just got to put that out there. And again, if you're laughing at me, if you're not into it, I get it. I wasn't always this guy either. And I used to be like, come on, man. Why don't you go to a Bible study and you know, I'm trying to be on the bus right now. Whatever it was, you know. I just wasn't fully into the ideas. But when your life gets hit the way mine has, and like God comes through in such a way and changes your life, like with my channel and everything that's been happening to me, there's really no, like, you could say, okay, it's all my hard work, it's everything I did. But what about when my channel was like, I don't know, I don't want to get into it, but there was times when it wasn't so sweet. And I know that somebody was looking out for me on the other side. Someone with energy, someone with movement, someone with thought, someone with care. Some being, some form of energy was there for me and was holding me through all of this and got me through all of this, because there was a point where I collapsed and I had to say, God, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore, God. I need you. Like, I'm lost. You know, I never asked God for anything, but finally, when the pandemic took everything from us, my job, my life, my wife's father, her grandma, like my wife's will to get up every day, like they just destroyed us. The pandemic destroyed us. They murdered her father. Like, I can't even, they didn't give him, you know, enough options. Like, it was just this and that was it. And like, had he had the other treatments that so many other people were able to have throughout the world, he probably might still be here. I don't want to get into it. It goes deep, and there are lawsuits coming. Do not think I will not spend my last penny suing every one of these people until I get to the bottom of what happened. And honestly, don't think there aren't hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people just like me. And so don't worry, everybody. The truth will prevail. We will all make it through no matter what. And I'm talking about chickens, right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm just blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I can't even discuss how I truly feel about how I feel right now. Isn't that crazy? Because we're under some type of something. And I can't even discuss the something that we're under. You all know it. Let's say it without saying it. But that's why I push forward at the speed of light. That's why what I do here is bigger than just these charts, bigger than just this channel. It's a voice for the world. It's a voice to change. Look at these eyes. Look at this spirit. I'm coming for the demons. If you're a demon, if you like sucking off of humanity, if you're a parasite, if you like using secrecy, lies, and deception, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Look at this. You don't want to be alone with me in a dark alley. I'm telling you right now, if you're doing the wrong thing. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Denise, stay with the program. We all lose sometimes, no worries. I like that, Transcendex. The veil will disappear soon, and they're finished. I hope so, Jesse Ben. I hope. Viva. We Gina choke these hands just ain't for charting. Exactly right. What about JSMY, brother? We'll take a look at JSMY. No choking chickens. We're not talking about choking chickens, everybody. We're not talking about that. So don't even try to bring the animal people on it. We didn't even get into that. All right. Meter governance token just keeps wanting to bang on them. Interesting. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder that broke up there. But it's overbought on the 1 hour. I'll put it here. I'll look at it again. We already took it for what it had. It was like the biggest gainer in the market tonight. Funny. What's wrong with choking my chicken here? The virus. Yeah. The venom that shall not be dead. No, because the word virus in Latin means venom. You know, that's all. That's all I'm saying. We took audio for gains too as well. We took audio for gains. Actually, I had a symbol for the gains that I had found recently. Audio we took for gains too. 19% gains for audio. Marshall we took for gains. I just gotta keep track of the gains because I seem to forget. Marshall was the latest one, but we took audio for gains. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful 19%. And it actually doesn't look like we may even call the bottom there. It may never revisit that level again. Audio banging on them to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for audio. However, the 1 hour is getting overbought again. Not the time. Luna pop for 12%. Right now? My boss almost heard me. LOL. Stop. You are all lovely people. Shout out to Denise Hankin. We love you, Denise. We're here for you, Denise. Remember that. We've created a very powerful group of individuals. That's not. I mean, Luna's overbought, man. It's going to dump. Like, I wouldn't touch it. Yeah. Okay. NKN. Another oldie but goodie. I used to trade all day long. My NKN, baby. Ooh, nice scalp. Overnight. Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah, overnight's over, Portal Rock, man. Overnight was like 10 hours ago, man. I love you, bro. Much love and respect. Real, recognize real. Shout out to David Kendall with the 333, my man. Whoa, Ric Flair, baby. You are so inspiring. I can't thank you enough. Love being a part of the lifers. Much love. Shout out to Hash Puppy. My man Hash Puppy in the game, dude. Love your name, dude. That's hilarious. Not that I love that. You know what I'm saying. I just think it's a funny play on Hush Puppy. I'm short Luna on 8X. Yeah, be careful, Sean Black. Depend where you live. Transcendent X, man. All right, everybody. I'm out of here for the day. A little early. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, and then we're jumping out of here for the day. It is about 10:52 a.m. We banged on them from 10 o'clock to 10:52 every single day without fail. Really till 12, but... So what happened to Bitcoin? We opened up a short. Did we not? All right. We were asking for the bearish retest of this area. It looks like we bearish retested and we started to drop to the downside. 1 hour has a lot of room to the downside coming. Highly likely looks like this short will play out for me by 4 or 5 o'clock. I should be in paid in the shade. Levels to watch to get out of the short are 38,009 area here. See, there's a big level of support here. And even down here at 38,500. So 2 levels I'll be looking to possibly take some off the table. Let's take a look at the 15. 15-minute wants to bounce, though. And it could save the day. 15-minute wants to bounce and could save the day. Could even close the short right now. Take my 20, right? And then open the short up again when the 50-minute resets to the upside. However, yeah, because I'm watching this right now and we're holding the zone. Let me show you what's happening. I want to just make it really clear before I go. I want to make a nice, clean, clear chart before I get out of here. I'm even going to get rid of my moving average just for a second. I know this will bug you out, but this is a possibility here that I just saw. The reason is I've seen all this stuff happen, even though most people have never seen it. That's possible inverted head and shoulder that could break to the upside right off the bat. Number 2, this could be a falling wedge that broke out and broke back inside the pattern. Now you're back in the pattern. So you fell out, you broke back in. All right. You then have support and resistance, and you're bouncing. You got resistance and resistance here. So if the 15-minute can hold this, it can bounce out of this. All right. Then you could say this is a falling wedge with a measured move. All right. Sorry, what did I do there? Yeah. No, wick to wick. Yeah, that's legit. Can we break on out, baby? But to me, I'm looking at this idea. Some days TA is harder than you realize. Some days it's even more difficult. Bearish retest. You know, we just keep, but you know, so far we broke back above a support region and we made a higher low. So look, lower low, we made a higher low. So like, but look, this is also a bit of a rising wedge now. So we want to see this channel. This is what I used to do, the Twisted Sister. I make 2 channels. So here's the deal. You continue down, then you come back up, and you continue down. You force it back up, then you go in this channel. So we're going to find out in the next few hours, out of this tightness here, we're going to find, it's going to get into these, and Bitcoin's either going to break up or break down from this zone. And that's going to give us what's going to happen in a nutshell. It's called the Twisted Sister. I invented it. You put 2 swing columns together, and you watch the channel. The channel is either going to break back up to the upside and follow this channel, or it's going to come up and come back down and hit the bottom of this channel. At one point, I delete whatever one it didn't hold, and then we go from there. So watching Bitcoin very, very closely here. You know, shorts now up 27 beans. With the way the... let me take a look at the short. I made enough to eat breakfast, though, right? I made enough to buy breakfast. $27. Short is trying to breach. But to me, it's getting overbought at top trend line. And it's likely it may actually come back down here first before its bigger pump. Interesting. Line in the sand right now for the short. Line in the sand for the short. At this point, I put my stop loss to break even so I can't lose a dime. You see what I'm saying? You can actually see it. Look, I have it right here. See it in the, I can put it in the space that I had the ticker in. I bring this to 0. Right? Now I'm at 0. Oh, yeah, whatever. I can move it over. I just put the stop loss to 0. Look. Right there. Look, 0%. See that? Bang. You can even see here. I don't know why I'm hiding the whole, but you know, 0%, and then hit save on that. And that way you can't lose now. Now I can't lose money. See? Number 1 rule in trading is not lose money. Just keep edging out. Keep edging out, right? Now I got the $27 in the trade. You see that? Up $27, right? Not a big deal. I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at me. I'm just showing you, you know? What's up, lifers? Sorry I've been absent. My birthday was the 16th. Hope everyone is killing it. We're doing well. I enjoyed watching your interview with McAfee. He's always been an interesting man. Oh, that interview with me and him was unreal. Like, he really said things he never said in a lot of other interviews, too. I can code anything. It's my day job. Dude, that's amazing. Can you, like, email my wife and can we get you the code? I want to get you in, man. Love that, Twisted Sister, man. Thank you, brother. Every coin is a Kana coin if you spend it correctly. Is a Kana coin. I don't know what that means. I'll DM you, Gina. Mi amore. Quivers. You guys are funny, man. You're in the Discord, right? Have you guys had Zoom before? Has anyone ever, like, Zoomed each other? Anyone had cyber, did anyone do cyber, trading together? Diamond in the middle, in front of the bottom pattern, if I had to guess. Probably not. You guys are still... We're gonna break back this mountain. You guys are stupid. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, so I'm watching the short closely. I put my money where my mouth is. One of the few traders that does that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I'll keep you posted in the trading group. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Everybody, just keep coming back. We'll keep you educated. We'll keep you going. And we'll keep you focused. This is the place to be. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Enjoy your family if you're hanging out with family. Thank you for jumping on in with me, and I appreciate it all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you are already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you all. Be safe. Peace.